check. Let me check this out. Let me see this is live. Shalom, shalom. Real quick. Shalom, shalom. All right. It's like you. I was all right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, glory, honor to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH, and double honor to the head elders and apostles, the great millstone that taught us his truth and rule well, being great examples to us younger brothers. And peace, blessed love, health, and wellness, and all salutations to the hopeful lake, the house of David that scattered abroad across the four winds of the earth, that are laboring in his truth with all sincerity. Shalom. I'm the brother Kasai Gadol from the Camp Prophets of Babylon, down here in Tampa, Florida, coming at you with another hit through the spirit of prophet YAHAWASHI. All right, so real quick, man, you know, I just really want to flow in the spirit, man. All right, with a lot of these current events that's going on today. All right, you have the CEO of Cash App being found stabbed to death. All right, you have the US dollar collapsing. You have all of these, I just seen an article where it's talking about a lot of these smaller retailer stores about to go, already about to start filing for bankruptcy, man. So that goes to show you, man, that Babylon is collapsing. It's collapsing. So the first precept that I want to bring out, let me pull up this live chat real quick, Baba Kasha. Bear with me. All right, but yeah, the first precept I want to bring out is the book of Ezekiel chapter 33. In verse 33, and it reads, and it says, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. Right, man, because since the elders and apostles, all right, starting from the head elders and apostles on down, all right, for 30 plus years, they've been preaching the same thing, pushing the same doctrine. All right, letting you know that Babylon is going to come to an end, letting you know that Esau, Sleazy E, the same white man that you will go and praise and work for and celebrate his pagan holidays, is the devil, man. All right, the same men that's been out here pushing that same doctrine on the highways and byways. We're telling you that same thing now, man. You see it. Then that's when you gonna know when all these prophecies come to pass. Then that's when you gonna know that prophet have been among you, and then you're gonna seek to find that truth, man. Hold on, so let's grab that. Let's grab that real quick, Baba Kasha. You see? But matter of fact, before we grab that, let's grab this. Let's go to Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3. This book of Habakkuk chapter 2 starting in verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Right, man? It will surely come. It will not tarry. And what's that vision? That vision is these prophecies, man. All right, you have the prophecy of the Charagma. Okay, you have the prophecy of the rumors of wars. You have the prophecy of all of these nations. It's prophesied that all these other nations were going to get angry with the United States, with Babylon, man. It's prophesied that all these other nations are going to shoot their arrows over here. Matter of fact, let's grab that real quick. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 50. Ooh, excuse me, Salakia. Let's go to Jeremiah 50, man. All right, and start at verse... We'll start. I'm gonna grab this Jeremiah 50 and start at verse 14. Put yourself in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord Yahweh. Right, man. All these other nations, these same nations that's getting rid of the US dollar, all these other nations about to do what? They're about to set themselves array, put themselves in array. It means what? Set a line. All right, and they're gonna shoot their arrows. Their arrows being what? Those thermonuclear missiles, man. Okay, those thermonuclear missiles. And if you don't want to get caught in those thermonuclear missiles, the only thing that you can do is by doing what? Coming back and seeking YAHAWASHI, serving YAHAWASHI with all truth and sincerity, man. Verse 15, Jeremiah 50 and 15, it says, shot against her round about. She have given her hand. Her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahawah. Take vengeance upon her as she have done, do unto her, man. So all these other nations are mad. They're angry. They're angry with Babylon. You see, they have made all these other nations drink the wine of her fornication, man. And what's that? You got the Christianity, okay? You got them believe, starting with Christos Blancos, who everybody want to call Jesus, who his real name is YAHAWASHI, okay? Who the word ignorantly calls is Jesus Christ. His real name is YAHAWASHI. YAHAWASHI HaMashiach, man. Okay, which means he delivers or he saves an anointed one, man. Okay? J is a Greek title. All right, but going back to what I was saying, all these other nations, they're angry with Babylon, man. Okay, now you have them sitting up here, depending and trusting on your U.S. dollar, when now your U.S. dollar has no value. So now with your U.S. dollar having no value, your grinding is going to start getting low. So now with all of these, with these nations being angry, they ain't got time to be playing with you, man. No amount of money is going to save you in the day of that wrath, man. No amount of money is going to save you in the day of wrath, man. Let's grab this real quick. All right. Let's go over to this, man. Pull up this live chat. Let's go to this. HALALYAM. Let's grab Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 3. And the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Yeah, man, because when they look out back, like I said in my last video, all right? On my last video that I did on the grinders is getting low. You see, because in the ancient world, in the ancient times, when the grinders was going, when that grinding mill was going, you knew it was work. When you were seeing that smoke from that grinding factory going, or whatever else, you once again you seen farmers out there, in the fields doing work. That's how you know it was work. But when the grinding, when you don't hear that grinding going no more, there's no more work. So now with the U.S. dollar collapsing and the economy coming down, that's going to make the grinders, that's going to make jobs start losing. A personal testimony: I work in a restaurant, and inside of this restaurant, my GM told me, he literally sat me down and told me, everybody wants more money, but I can't pay you guys more money because we're not producing that much money. We're not making as much money. When that store first opened, when that restaurant first opened, I mean, it was averaging close to like roughly 200 grand a week or something like that. All right. But now that has went to half of that. So you already see the grinding is getting low, man. The grinding is seasoned. The grinding is seasoned, and it's only gonna make worse now that the U.S. dollar is gonna collapse, man. Now that it's collapsing, let's grab this. Let's continue on. Verse 4, Ecclesiastes 12 and 4. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of the music shall be brought low. Right, man. So you're gonna get up. And you know how most men have to be to work early in the morning. Especially if you have a job where you're working with your hands. Okay, you got to be up early in the morning. You got to be on the job site 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so you're going to get up bright and early thinking that it's going to be time, that it's going to be work. And it's going to be a point where there's going to be no more work, man. All right, there's going to be no more work. And then what's going to happen then? Then it's going to bring you over here to Ezekiel. Let's grab this. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 19. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord YAHAWASHI. Right, man? I just did a video over there in Colombia, or I think that's where it is. They're casting their silver and their gold, this U.S. dollars being thrown in the streets. Eventually, you're going to go inside of the grocery store, and that same paper towel that you're using now is going to be wrapped with $100 bills because that paper money is going to be worthless. It's not going to be shit. Which now with the CEO of Cash App being found dead, now you have Fed now coming out. Which ultimately what that's going to do is that's just going to open up a doorway for Sleazy E to implement his MOTB, man. And then he's going to start C-hipping people. You see? And then you got to be really girded up in the spirit. You got to have YAHAWASHI, because you can say it right now. You can have that spirit on you saying, oh, yeah, I'm not going to take the Karagama. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. But you really don't fucking know, man. That is the scariest feeling in the world, to think that you know something and you really don't know. And then the Lord still fucks you up in the end, man. You see? Let's bring that back. Ezekiel 7 and 19. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of wrath of the Lord, right? So no matter how much money Sleazy E got, those bunkers and all that he got, none of that's gonna matter, man. The Lord say, I'm gonna make you from fishers into hunters, man. You see? So the Lord is setting up men right now to become hunters, because no amount of money, that bunker that Sleazy E got set up anywhere, wherever else, that's not going to matter. It's not going to matter in the day of the wrath of the Lord, man. The Lord is still going to bring you down, Sleazy E. Then it goes on and it says, and they shall not satisfy their souls, neither fear their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. Right, man? The stumbling block of their own iniquity, their own sin upon sin, man. You see? Let's grab this pre-sub. Let's go over to this. All right. Because this is what's going to end up happening, man. Because once the dollar collapses, then you're going to start having all of these sown places appear unsown. You see, all of these sown places they're already appearing unsown. Then people are going to start doing what? You're going to have sedition amongst men, which sedition goes into what? An uproar or a overthrow of a government, of monarchy, monarchy. And you see? So then when you get sedition amongst men, they're not going to regard their kings or princes, man. They're going to do whatever they can to feed Lil Ray Ray and feed Cousin Tim Tim over there and feed Bo Quisha. They're going to do whatever they can, especially Jake. You see, Jake going to go out here, he going to rob, he going to take, he going to do whatever he can to get what he needs to get, especially when it's society collapse. Especially people over here in Babylon, man. Because they're foolish. They stiff-necked, they hard-headed, they don't care. These niggas over here are really niggas in Babylon, man. And that's why we need YAHAWASHI to get the hell up out of here, man. You see, let's grab this right quick. 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right, man. There's going to be a sedition amongst men. And like we just said, that sedition goes into what? A overthrow. You see, so they're not gonna really care about the government. And then that's what Sleazy E wants, because in order for him to establish order, he has to bring forth chaos. That's what order out of chaos means. He has to establish chaos first and then bring forth order. So once the US dollar is fully collapsed over here in Babylon and people are going crazy, that chaos, which then is going to bring in martial law, which then that's going to ultimately lead to persecution, guillotine, the charagma, and so forth, man. Jacob's trouble. You see? Let's bring that back. 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. The course of their actions is going to stand in their own power, man. They're going to do, like I said, they're going to do whatever they can to get what they need. Whatever they can. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. So you're going to be trying to leave your city because of the chaos that's going on to go to another city, and you're not going to be able to, man. You're not going to be able to. You ever seen The Walking Dead? You see how they be trying to go from one portion of the city to the next portion of the city, and they can't. Why? Because either one, that bridge is fucked up. There's people on there fighting, trying to get go. Or there's going to be check marks, man. Ultimately, that's what it's going to go into. It's going to be check marks because of that after that chaos that's going to happen, martial law is going to happen. So people are going to be trying to flee out, and they're not going to be able to, man. You see, verse 18, it says, For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, and shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation, man. You see, so in that time when there is no food in these stores, when 2 Ezra 6 and 22 comes to play, when there is no food in these stores, when there's when you can't go to your neighborhood gas station and buy gas, when your dollar that you work so hard for is no more valuable, people are gonna have no pity for their neighbor, man. They're not gonna care. And the modern day sword is what? The gun. Jake, Sleazy E, it doesn't matter, man. They're gonna do it because at that moment, it's straight survival mode, man. And that's why let's grab this. Let's go to 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 40. And it reads and it says, O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth, man. And those evils are what? Those evils goes into bad times, bad timings. Scriptures talk about in the last days perilous times shall come. What is perilous times? Rough. Nobody said that Jacob's trouble was going to be easy, and it's not. It's not, man. It's not. Let's bring that back. 2 Ezra 16 and verse 40. O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be as pilgrims upon the earth. So in those times, man, we're gonna have to leave. You're gonna have to flee. You're gonna have to be as a pilgrim upon the earth, man. All right? Because being here in Babylon ain't gonna do nothing but get you destroyed. Or it's gonna get you caught. And like I said, persecution, man. Persecution shall come, but it's gonna be for the Father's sake, man. You see? And for you women that's out there that's listening in, this is not no time to be still want to sit up here in your prideful attitude. Because if the scripture's talking about we're going to have to be as pilgrims upon earth, and I just said it is going to be perilous times, this is not no time to be trying to walk down the street at night like you big and bad. You're going to need a man. And it's going to be a man of the Lord, man. It's going to be a man of the Lord. You're going to need a man of the Lord, man. Excuse me. You're going to need a man of the Lord because like I said, man, you think about it. When martial law comes in, there's going to be UN troops. And those UN troops, they're not going to be playing. Or if we are, once war does, come to the shores of Babylon, you're gonna have all of Russia's allies over here. And they're going to be over here doing what? Rape, robbing, and ravaging whoever they can. That's why the scriptures talk about his men out here with his hands on his loins, man. There's going to be men with his hands on his loins. So that's the type of time that we're coming into. Okay, so all of these prophecies that's lining up are all just leading up to the ultimate destruction of Babylon, man. Scriptures talk about for 1 hour is Babylon's destruction, man. For 1 hour, so it's only going to take 1 hour to destroy this fucking place. YAHAWASHI, to the men and women that's out there that's listening, the name that you be a part of the lake, humbly speaking for myself and the brothers that I serve with, okay, that I push this word with, YAHAWASHI, those brothers be a part of the elect and humbly speaking for myself. But hey, man, you don't want to taste that death. You don't. But all this is ultimately going to lead up to that, man. Let's grab this precept right here. I'm really just kind of like flowing in the spirit, but it was more on current events, man. You see? Let's grab this. Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 5. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, and evil and only evil, behold, is come. An end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come, man. Right. The end is come. It watches for thee. And behold, it is come, man. You see, that end is coming. The prophecy, like I said, once again, prophecy is leading up one step after another, man. All right. And Elder Pastor Hart deemed this year what? The hopeful year. The hopeful year that all prophecies come to pass, man. And right now, you're hearing the rumors of wars. All right. You're seeing the U.S. dollar collapse. You see, you seeing Sleazy E slowly but surely implementing his digital currency, which is ultimately going to lead to his charagma, his MOTB, where he's going to start hipping people. You see what I'm saying? So all the prophecies are lining up, man. All the prophecies are lining up, and this is a good thing. But at the end of the day, you must have YAHAWASHI, man. Because if you don't, you're not gonna be able to save yourself. You're not gonna be able to save yourself, man. You see? Let's bring that back. Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 5. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, and evil and only evil, behold, is come. Yeah, man, Sleazy E about to come down with that great wrath, man. Sleazy E is about to come down with that great wrath, man. And once again, if you don't have YAHAWASHI, you fucked. You are fucked. An end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come, man. Right. It watches for thee, and behold, it is come. I'm gonna bring this last precept about Salakia. We're gonna end it on that. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is to come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time, man. Right. Whoa. Woe goes into what? Misery and destruction, man. That's about to come on the shores of Babylon. Straight misery and destruction. It said, woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, who's the devil? Sleazy E. All right. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, woman, and child. Okay, which they're not white. All right. White is the wall behind me. They're not that color. They're shades of pink. They go out in the sun and they get damn red. They're shades of pink. Okay. But Sleazy E, that's the devil, is to come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Right? How does he know that? How do we know that his time is running short? Because his kingdom is collapsing. You see, his kingdom is collapsing, and all of the kings of the east are doing what, man? They're gathering up. They're gathering up to ultimately to bring forth full-blown destruction until this place, man. All right? To bring full-blown destruction to this place, man. Like I had brought out. You know, that Salakia, you know, to like I had brought out. They're gonna put themselves in the ring against Babylon, man. Let's grab this precept right here. Let's grab this. Salakia. Joel. Let's grab this right here. Joel chapter 3, starting at verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all of the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Right. Prepare ye the Gentiles. This is what we're doing. All right. And it says, Salakia, I'm kind of hot. It says, Joel chapter 3 and verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. So all of these other nations are drawing near to get ready for war, man. Okay, you see, you got all, and then on top of that, those same nations that's gathering up to get ready for war are the same nations that's getting rid of the U.S. dollar. So now that goes to show you that all of these other nations are about to get ready to do what? Shoot their nukes over here at Babylon, man. Then it says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Right, man. Get your thermonuclear weapon, your thermonuclear missiles. Get all of your military artillery. Okay, put on your brigandine and get ready for war. Let the weak say, I am strong. So all of these smaller nations at one point in time that the U.S., you know, was going in and taking their resources. All right, you see how they did Libya, Syria, Iraq, Iran, you know, and as you notice, they're getting closer and closer to Russia. You see, so their whole goal was to take out all of those to get to Russia. You see, so it said, let the weak say I am strong. So now all of these smaller nations that didn't have thermonuclear missiles, now they have them. Why? Because they're siding with Russia, or they're siding with China. You see, so let the weak say I am strong. Then it goes on to say, assemble yourself and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourself together round about. Thither, because the mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all of the heathen round about. Which the valley of Jehoshaphat, all right, is YAHAWASHI, which means the Lord's judgment. So all of these nations are gathering themselves right now to do what? To ultimately, because the Lord is putting the spirit on them to ultimately destroy them own selves, man. Esau got blessed with the sword, and he's going to die by his own sword, man. You see? He's going to die by his own sword. And that's because of what? For his pride and his arrogance, man. For his pride and his arrogance, man. Wait, all right. We're going to grab like one or two more precepts, man. We will close it out. iPad dying, Salakia. Let's grab this. Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 3. The pride of thy heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Right, his habitation is high. You see, everything that Esau builds, he builds high. He builds big skyscrapers, okay, with the penthouse suites. All right, you got these elites with these big houses. Okay, you got their satellites out there. Okay, you even had that movie back in the day. It was called The Born Supremacy, right? And on that movie, The Born Supremacy, they had a thing called no, I'm sorry, it was a movie called Eagle Eye. All right, with Shia LaBeouf in it, and that Eagle Eye was something that they would use to hack into all of the computers and the cameras around the world, and that's their way, man. That's how Esau do. You see, you think Esau may not be spying on you. Esau's spying on you. Esau always spies on his kingdom, but the Lord is spying on him, because the scripture says what? Behold, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom. So Shleezy E, all of your wickedness has mounted up to the heavens, man. So it's a good damn thing that your kingdom is falling, if you want to be honest. It's a good damn thing. And for you reprobate ass niggas that don't want to get with it, who's like, oh shit, man, the US dollar is collapsing, what we gonna do? What you gonna do is you're gonna seek YAHAWASHI, or your ass is gonna be destroyed. Because if you don't, you're gonna end up with the Karagma anyway, and then you're gonna touch that lake of fire, and you're gonna be dead anyway. You see? Let's continue on. Let's grab that Obadiah, back to it. Obadiah 1 and verse 3. The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, this will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Right, man. He set his nest upon the stars. Once again, he flies high as the eagle. Look at it. Look on the back of your dollar. Look on all the Sleazy E emblems. All of them have a bald eagle on it. Why? Because a bald eagle is one of the highest flying birds, man. Okay, next to a dragon. But you know, you get the point. The eagle is the highest flying bird, and its habitation is high. Usually, eagles, when you look at eagle's nest or hawk's nest, they're not low in the meadows of the bushes or of the trees. That's where little birds always put their nest. But an eagle and a hawk put it up high, and that's how Sleazy is. Like I said, he got his satellites up high. His pride and his arrogance is so high, he don't think he could be brought down. But the Lord is gonna bring him down, man. The Lord is gonna bring him down, man. Hey, shalom to the brother Amawan. Shalom, brother. YAHAWASHI. How you doing, King? But yeah, man, the Lord is about to get ready to bring him down, man. Hey, shalom, tell y'all. Shalom, YAHAWASHI. How you doing, brother? Y'all brothers got pre-subs, y'all can drop them in. You know, it's like you, a little hot. And then let's jump down to verse 6, Obadiah 1 and 6. It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Right, man. There's no understanding in this man. None at all, man. Scripture says in Job, can you bring a clean thing out of an unclean one? Hell no, you can't, man. You can't take pork and still eat it just because you clean it and say it's clean. Nah, man, the Lord said don't eat pork. So you can't take Esau and think that you're going to, you know, he say, oh, well, I'm sorry, he does this, he does that, and all of a sudden he's clean. Nah, man. Not at all. Let's see what the brother just dropped, man. This is brother Tazayar Manakazak, all right, from the camp, prophets of Babylon. He dropped 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 29. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome. And the truth which have been so long without fruit shall be declared. Right, man, and that's what's going on. That truth is being flourished, starting from the head elders and apostles on down. It's being flourished around Esau's kingdom, which is bringing his kingdom lower and lower and lower and lower, man. You see? Let's grab this. Micah chapter 2 and verse 1 from the brother Amawan Palau. All right. YAHAWASHI. Micah chapter 2 and verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Right, man. Sleazy E has the power, but even on the brother, they wake up. These devils literally wake up thinking with evil thoughts, man. Thinking of how they can fuck the people up even more than what they already fucked up in, and in captivity at that, man. You see, that's why, let's bring that back. Micah chapter 2 and verse 1. Beautiful precept, brother. Beautiful precept, the water. Woe to them that devise iniquity. Woe to them that devise iniquity. So these people does nothing. They just sin and sin and sin. They just constantly live in wickedness, man. Sleazy E and all of these 2/3 niggas, they got to go. They holding men that's truly serving YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI. They holding us back from getting into the kingdom, man. So this place got to be destroyed, man. And along with the 2/3, those same 2/3 ass niggas, those same 2/3 ass women holding us back from the kingdom, man. Woe to, it says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand, man. You see, in the morning they practice it. They wake up signing laws. Before you even get up, there's a new law signed. And that's why the scripture goes into it. Let's grab that right quick. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievous which they have prescribed. Right, man. CZ always want to sign some unrighteous ass decrees, man. And which decrees goes into what? Laws. You got all of this this whatever that crap, that AGBC community laws and stuff. All of those are unrighteous, man. You see, the scriptures talk about when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. When the wicked are in authority, the people mourn, man. We are mourning. We are mourning, but y'all ruffle break, stiff neck, rebellious ass niggas don't want to listen, man. Don't want to listen. If the elect and all of the 2/3, if the whole children of Israel turn right now and face either call on YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI, the sky will crack, man. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen. It's not. It's not, man. But this kingdom got to be destroyed, man. It has to be destroyed. Hey, but Lord willing, this live video was edifying. So like you, I'm having some technical difficulties with my charger. So YAHAWASHI, once again, this live video was edifying. I'm gonna close out and give all praises, glory, honor to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, and double honor to the head elders and apostles of the great millstone that taught us this truth and rule well. Shalom, Abba, Babal, DTA, soon.